When I was 11, I refused to listen to I Kissed a Girl because I was scared it would make me a lesbian. Katy Perry chasing me as an 11-year-old. How many of y'all did actually experience this? Because I feel like it would kind of make sense. In the conservatives thinking if they pray enough, the gay thoughts will go away because they just have to choose not to engage with those thoughts kind of way. You know, but then again, if you're an 11-year-old, I will kind of forgive you for having a reasoning like that. Of being like, no, this song will make me think about kissing girls. And I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna listen to the song. As an 11-year-old, I feel like that's kind of an okay reason to go by, or logic to go by, but if you're like older, you should realize that's incredibly silly. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some lesbian memes and some lesbian TikToks. Because why not? I kind of enjoy doing both in one video. Either way, you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll check out some memes and TikToks. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. Me jokingly flirting with a girl. The girl I'm friends with flirts back. Me scared as what to do next. See, it's all fun and games to flirt. I feel like a lot of queer people like flirting with their friends, but then when it's serious and they like want to flirt, like seriously as to like hit on someone, it kind of starts to fall apart. That seems kind of a very common queer thing apparently. Especially for queer people who were raised as women, I think. Yeah, but listen, maybe have a conversation if she's also just like flirting as a joke. Or if she's actually flirting, you know, to flirt. Maybe go have that conversation. I know it's not an easy conversation to have, but maybe it's time to have that conversation. Okay, I can't talk shit about the Pirates of the Caribbean films as if Elizabeth Swann becoming Pirate King didn't hand my entire ass to me and make me the guy I am today. These two looks basically define my sexuality and I am not afraid to admit it. I feel like this is way more understandable to me personally than someone saying like a cartoon character was their sexual awakening. Because pirates, it's the same, like honestly I don't know what's more powerful, this looks or these looks or women in suits generally, because it both just like powerful looking women and women who look like they will hand your own ass to you if you're rude to them are probably the cause of gay panic for a lot of queer women. So, you know, I think this is entirely fair and an entirely valid reason to have a sexual awakening. Girls who think space is cool and girls like European history. I'm sorry, y'all are a little bit fruity now. You might not be lesbians, but you're definitely a little fruity. I don't make the rules. Whoever made this meme makes the rules, apparently. But I feel like this is just like one of the tropes that's just funny because it seems to be true a lot, you know? And that's kind of like a stereotype, at least, that's not that harmful, right? Because, listen, if you're like super into space or super into European history or super into witchcraft or geology, whatever it is, people are already gonna think it's kind of weird, and you're kind of used to people thinking you're a bit weird for being so interested in such a topic that you're probably gonna be chill and not care if people think you're gay even when you're not. But chances are you still are. My favorite lesbian characters, V and Judy from Cyberpunk 2077. Not a meme, but it is gay art and this looks super cool. I have never played this game, but also they're lesbians and they're cyborgs and they have cool tattoos, so I obviously had to include it. I had to, you know? Yeah, I'm straight. Super lesbian. Totally lesbian. Really lesbian. Absolutely lesbian. Incredibly lesbian. Greatly lesbian. Hotly lesbian. And terrifically lesbian. Yeah, that seems about right for a lot of people. Especially for the people that ask to have friends over for sleepovers and their mom is super worried. It's like, yeah, but no boys allowed. You better not have any boys over for your sleepovers. And you're just like, sure, no problem. Like, that's okay. That's the vibes I'm getting from this. When I first came out to my mom about being trans, she asked, are you sure you don't just like boobs? Well, yes, but actually no. I'm still confused why people are so confused about it. Because I think people can tell if, well, actually, for a lot of people, it's hard to tell. But listen, if someone comes out to you as trans, they have spent more than enough, probably too much time agonizing about it. If it's actually true, like if they're actually trans or if it's literally anything else going on, trust me, they know they're trans. They might still be into boobs, but I've never really understood why people think that way. Like, when I came out to my grandmother, one of them was super chill, by the way. The other was kind of weird about it and was super confused because I had like an ex-boyfriend that I had introduced her, and she was like, I don't get it, you were dating this dude. And I was like, so? Ma'am, what? How are you so confused about sexuality and gender? And maybe just stop assuming everyone is straight, or stop thinking everyone wants to be straight or has to be straight, because it's just weird. To anyone who's upset that the LGBTQ people stole the rainbow, rain itself is next, soon to be followed by the sun. The moon is already a lesbian, so it's one less thing on her agenda, so that's cool, you know? Like, it's great. It's a great feeling to have something like already checked off, but yeah, very clearly the moon is a lesbian. But isn't the sun her wife? Aren't they both already lesbians? You know? I thought that's kind of like a classic lesbian long distance relationship. You know, because you never get to meet the ones that live like 5 kilometers away from you, more like 500. But yeah, you better be real quiet or we'll start stealing more shit. This is our stop hiding from afar and just get on with it shirt. I feel like this is one of the lesbian tropes. It's kind of sad that it's true, but it is just apparently true for a lot of lesbians, that they don't know really how to initiate a relationship or to how to like actually flirt with someone or hit on someone, so they're just hiding from afar, which is cool. You know, you're allowed to admire women and pine after women, you know, but if you actually like lonely and you actually want a relationship, that's not gonna do, you know. St. James woman gets kidney from girlfriend. Now that's friendship. Lori Interlucio is truly a hero in every sense. Getting a kidney removed can't be much fun. If I ever had to donate one, I would, but I'd definitely be scared. Friendship. The closest of friends, the best, gal pals, maybe they're even roommates. Y'all, you're aware that if they meant a friend who's a girl, they would usually put like a space between girl and friend and not just say girlfriend from girl friend. Like, if they were just friends, they would probably like not write it together, but here we are, you just like assuming they're straight and not dating and totally in love with each other. That's on you. Listen, when you get back, let's go on a date. Does anyone speak Japanese? I think the word date was mistranslated. I think that's a Japanese word that means going out as friends, that got translated as date, aka going out with romantic attentions. How can you be so pressed? Because people are gay, Steven. Deal with it, I guess, and don't try to ignore that people are gay and say, oh no, it must have meant friendship. Like, it can't possibly be a date with romantic intentions. They're both women. Y'all, you look silly. Stop it. And second of all, like, why are you so pressed about it? Like, even if it was literally translated and wasn't meant as like a date and more as like a hanging out with friends, why do you care so much? Literally. Okay, here's a fun little recap of my life. Wake up, think about women, lesbian yearning, sleeping gay, rinse and repeat. Again, this is fine, but if you then turn around and start complaining that you don't have a girlfriend or that you really, really want a girlfriend and that you're so lonely and, you know, then maybe you should actively break the cycle and kind of either like squeeze in more steps, because I don't want to get rid of the lesbian yearning or the thinking about women or the sleeping gay. Like, you don't want to get rid of anything in this. But I feel like you could add a few steps in between, you know, PB and Marcy just existing. My single ass. That's so cute. I still haven't watched it. I still haven't. I know I definitely have to at some point, but there is too many things I need to watch and not enough time to go around. But even I think they're cute and I haven't even watched it, and I can't imagine how cute I'm gonna think they are once I actually know. But yeah, some pairings just have the ability to just make you feel so single because they're so perfect for each other, you know? Heart beating. Babe, it's time to yearn again. Lesbians. Yes, honey. Now again, let's not get rid of the lesbian yearning, because honestly, I think we all kind of appreciate it, right? That it isn't like a straight man being all weird about attraction and be like, yeah, no, she's super bangable, bro. And instead just being like, oh my god, she's such an amazing human. Like, oh my god, her style is so cool. And she has all these cool interests, and just like obsessing over every single thing this woman has possibly ever done. And everything she wears, and the way she wears her hair or her tattoos. Let's not get rid of that. Because honestly, that is just wholesome to see. But again, I feel like adding more might be a good idea sometimes, you know, because I think the lesbians who are in relationships will kind of agree that having that lesbian yearning towards your partner or your wife is probably even better than just like lesbian yearning in general. So keep the lesbian yearning, but if you actually want a relationship, maybe add some steps. I know trans lesbians are real lesbians because you can put 50 cute and single ones in a room together, and they will all complain about how hard it is to find cute single queer girls and then go home alone. Again, I really wish this wasn't the standard we'd have to measure it on, but it still seems fair. It still seems entirely fair, because that's just like a lesbian cliche thing to do, you know? Because I get it, I guess it can be awkward. Like, if you're raised as a woman and you're kind of raised in this culture of, oh well, the man makes the first move and, you know, the man asks the woman out, but then you're both women, you recognize that you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not into men, I want to date other women. Cool, great first step, but it can be hard to kind of then kind of make up the courage when you've never like really been expected to do it before. But still, one of you, or a couple of you, or a lot of you probably should work up the courage to do it, because I think you would all love to have girlfriends. And again, lesbian yearning is great, but just complaining that you can't find cute single girls and then going home alone after complaining to a cute single queer girl in your area might not be the best solution.
I'm explaining to my lovely straight friend here that I just took to a lesbian bar in Paris. There was a girl there, and we were making eyes the whole night. And what happened?
You didn't make a move!
Exactly! That's what lesbians do. You stare at each other, and then nothing happens, and then you think about it for months.
Boring!
Okay, you got a point.
Sometimes straight people have a point. This is one of the cases. It is boring. Because honestly, yeah, sure, like flirting from afar and like kind of making eyes across the room and just kind of like reveling in that everything that could happen can be fun. I'm not saying don't do it. Listen, do whatever you want. It's your life. It's your possible relationships. You get to choose if you actually want to or if you have the energy to engage with it. But you know, kind of just making this like a generalized thing seems kind of weird. Did I just include this because people are really weird about what other people choose to do with their bodies and trying to police how other people live their life when it literally has no effect on you at all. You can see this woman, she's like, yeah, no, I got rid of my boobs. You know, was super feeling unwell about it, like did not want them at all. You should be like, oh, cool, that does not affect my life at all, but good for you. I hope they healed well. And go on with your day. Or just not care at all. But to care that much about what someone else does with their body is pretty weird. So, good on you for getting rid of them. I do legitimately hope it went well. And I'm sorry you have to deal with weird comments, because you definitely have to. Because I feel like a lot of more butch or mask-leaning lesbians will already kind of have the issue of, well, are you sure you don't just want to be a man? Like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you're a woman? And it already sucks to deal with. I can only imagine how intrusive people get once they find out you cut off your boobs by choice and not because you had cancer or something. Because I feel like if you would use that as an excuse, people would shut up about it so quickly. But it's not really something you want to lie about, I guess. But just don't be weird and ask people weird questions about their bodies or intrusive questions. It's literally none of your business. And if she feels happier now without boobs, then go off. The wall or the floor or literally anywhere where they know it isn't going to be like another girl inside. Because it kind of works in the, if I don't look at naked girls, I won't have gay thoughts. If I don't listen to I Kiss the Girl, I won't have gay thoughts kind of way. But also, women are acutely aware of how uncomfortable it is to be stared at in general, but also like feel like someone's sexualizing you in a way that you don't want to be. So they will not. They would rather shoot themselves in the foot and stare at that than risk staring at another girl just trying to get change for like gym class or something. You know? So yeah, the straight girlies are just like kind of chatting and joking around with each other and just being chill, while the lesbians are probably just standing there looking at the floor if they're talking to someone else, or literally a wall or something. See, this is what I mean. Also, people thinking people are in the wrong bathroom is still weird, because if someone legitimately walks into the wrong bathroom and didn't mean to, they will notice very quickly, because men's bathroom usually have urinals, and they will notice that in the wrong bathroom and very quickly go back out. You know, if someone walks into the wrong bathroom on purpose to actually be a creep, you'll also notice, because I won't just be standing there like just chilling, washing their hands. You know, that's not really creep behavior. So don't be weird and question people if they're in the right bathroom to begin with. But this is what I mean. Masked lesbians already struggle.
I wonder what this link could possibly lead me to.
Is this the other side of avoiding everything to do with it? Just like avoiding listen to I Kissed a Girl because it will make you have gay thoughts. Just kind of going the opposite direction and be like, no, I'ma just watch this. It's no big deal. But then this. And then it suddenly is, and you're very panicked about it. For a while, at least. Because I'm hoping you get to accept it and that you get to live it out safely. You know, as in your family is not going to disown you or threaten to kill you or actually hurt you in any way. Kind of thing, you know?
My third night with this partner. It's really fun. I'm happy. I'm having the time of my life. Cut to the next day. My dad comes up to me and he's like, so you guys had fun last night? No! And he was like, last night you called me. No!
He thinks you're in trouble and he picks up the call and he's like, she's drowning! Oh my God!
Well, she kind of is.
Why does it sound like JoJo's only breathing out of one nostril?
So now I have a rule that no matter what, phones are away, because I butt dialed my dad.
Oh, the embarrassment. That would be so embarrassing. I think I have never like accidentally called someone like while my phone was in my pocket or something, or just like lying around. I have never managed to do that, but that is like the worst possible case of doing it. Like if you just do it while you're driving or something, or you're just walking somewhere, whatever, they'll like hear a bunch of noises, but it's fine. But you don't really want your dad to be on the phone while you're having sex with someone. You just don't want that. I'm sorry. I hope your dad's chill, because if he's not, that would be even worse. Yeah, just imagine like checking your phone and just think, wait, when did I call my dad? Just like checking the timestamp, you're just like, oh fuck. I hope your dad like hung up again very quickly, because otherwise that would be even worse. That would just be creepy. But I think if someone would like to accidentally call me while having sex, I feel like, especially over the phone, it might sound weird at first. Like you won't have any idea what's going on at first. But I would just be like, hello? Hi? And if I don't get a response, I'm just gonna hang up anyways. If I pick up the phone at all, probably if you butt dial me, I'm not gonna be picking up. Depends on how close we are. Maybe I think you are actually gonna be in trouble, because people know they don't need to call me because I won't pick up, unless there's like an actual emergency. Which is why when people call me, I will assume it's an emergency. Yeah, I might pick up actually.
I knew there was something off about you. You're gay.
I feel like it is safe to say that if you're still here now at the end of this video, chances are pretty good that you are actually gay. Listen, if you're an ally, I'm glad you're here too. But it seems kind of unlikely because my videos are pretty long, and I feel like if you're an ally and you're just kind of like watching it, are you actually watching it all the way to the end? I'm curious. But still, chances are if you're here, you're definitely some flavor of gay. I'm just kind of assuming most of you that are here are queer or neurodivergent or just both. But I think that's a fair assumption based on the videos I make. But either way, that was all the memes and the TikToks for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I hope you're hydrated. And yeah, I'll be back in a couple days with my next video.